Hi, I'm Jade from Jacob Steele, and today I'm going to be speaking to Jane from local business Jane Lee Interiors, all about home staging and interior design. So let's go.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
My business is Jane Lee Interiors and I'm based in Sussex. Obviously at the moment I'm not going into people's homes, but I can offer virtual consultations, which have been really popular because people are spending so much more time at home and noticing things around the house that they want to do. They might be thinking of moving. So what I do, I'm a professional home stager, organiser and stylist. So I mainly do help people who are moving. I can help people just declutter and style their homes if that's what they want and they're not thinking of moving. People always say to me, if they've been watching all those programmes, is that they expect me to be quite scary.
Really?
I think when that's how they do it for the TV. It costs an awful lot less to drastically change your house than you might expect, and also see it's an investment in your property that you will get back when you sell. I'm very passionate about home staging, and it really does help people sell faster. Typically people do sell for more money and faster than if they don't do anything at all. I think when people have lived in the house for a long time, you become blind, you become blind to all the things that need doing, the little DIY jobs, the fact that you might have lots of photos around, and it's very distracting for buyers. They can't imagine themselves living there if they're looking at other people's photos, and it's just things like, you have to live a little bit differently when you're trying to sell your house. And create this kind of illusion and depersonalise. I always say, put away things, just for viewings, put away things like toothbrushes, sponge bags, dressing gowns. It's all things that are very personal, and it just hammers home that there's someone else is living there, and you want people just to imagine themselves living there and having their things around. One thing I haven't touched upon is, and which I really do encourage everybody to do, also it's really good for your mental health, and especially at the moment where people are spending more time at home, might have a little bit more time. Not everybody has, but some people have got a lot more time. It's just to start decluttering. Little and often, I think people at the moment, they can't concentrate on too much because everything in the world has gone a bit crazy. So just start small, a drawer, a little cupboard, or a little box of toys or something. Just start small and chip away. Some people do only contact me just as they're ringing the agent and the agent's about to take the photos, and I can do fast changes and blitz and do all that kind of thing. But I think just for people's enjoyment of the process, if they've gone through that, so it's not this thing that's weighing over them.
And it can be enjoyable as well, can't it? I mean,
I love it. I find it, well, obviously I do it for a living now. You've got to really think about, do I love this? Do I need this? Do I want this to be in my new life that I'm going to create in this house?
Out of interest, do you do anything like before and after photos? Like if you were, I mean, obviously not now because you can't actually physically go into somebody's home. But if you were to do a consultation, do you take a picture of the before?
I do always take photos of the before, because I think people, they do forget. So it's just a nice process for them to see. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. There's lots you can do, small improvements that, as I said, do make a really big difference. I like to create houses that really jump off the screen. Most people are looking online. You need pops of colour, you need personality. It needs to have that feel, that kind of elusive feel that people get when they walk into a house, and that's what I help people to create. To start decluttering, it's just makes such a massive difference, because buyers are usually moving because they might not have enough space in their house. So if they go to a house and it just looks like it's bursting at the seams with stuff, people can't see through the fact that is going to all be gone when they move in. They just think, oh, they haven't got room for everything. You can start the packing process, as you're decluttering. I know you can't go to the charity shops at the moment, but you can just have a box that you're putting things in that you want to get rid of, stuff you really want to take with you that you may not need around the house. You can start packing that away. And one thing that all the decluttering does is it will bring your removal costs down. Usually the main picture that people will see when they're looking on the internet, the main image is nearly always the outside of the house. So I look at the outside and the inside. I know we've been talking about the inside, but curb appeal is massively important. Just things like cleaning your front door, painting your front door, getting rid of the weeds, getting nice new plants. You can buy lovely pots and plants that you can take with you. So outside and hallways are really important. Kirsty Allsop always says that people make up their minds. She always says 11 seconds, which, you probably haven't got much beyond the hallway and into the first room by then. Home stages, we're kind of trained in the psychology as well of what makes a home one that people are going to fall in love with. Whatever property you've got, I do believe you can make it attractive and stand out. I'm always thinking of the most budget friendly way to do things. I really like working with what people have got already, and just changing accessories, greenery, adding lovely plants and things that really pop out on photos. DIY things and mending things is a good idea because people think that somewhere hasn't been looked after very well.
As a homeowner, it's scary just to throw a few things out or paint over something than it is to get a whole load of new photos.
Some people are really up for that, and I think that is a real trend. I think in America and certain other countries that is just what people do. I just like to work with what people have got. It's much quicker for me, and say, as you say, it's less difficult for them. There's lots of things that you can do that don't cost very little or nothing at all. And one thing that all the decluttering does is it will bring your removal costs down because there's a lot less stuff to shift. Top three things. I have touched on some of them before. I'd say there's 3 Ds when it comes to top tips. So declutter is a massive one. Depersonalising photos and kind of just personal items that are around the house. Some people feel a bit sad about getting rid of all the photos, but so you are trying to help people connect with your property and make it like their home, not your home. And I guess the other one is to have a really big deep clean. Either do it yourself or get a company in that will just, because it's just things like skirting boards and all those little areas that say you get blind to, but it not only helps it look better, it just feels the whole atmosphere of the place will lift and just feel so much nicer. When you're staging, it's all about the buyers. You're making a house you're presenting the house for the buyer. It doesn't matter what your taste is, or that's kind of what we're trying to move on from. Interior design is all about what you love and personality and everything, and staging is all about presenting it for the buyer.